Here we are on the eve of the new pack, and we still don't know anything else about it other than like what the trailer did. So we're just gonna have to do without, man. We're just gonna have to do without. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. No leak. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna do something else today. We're gonna do a stage 2 rare candy tier list. We're gonna try to find out what stage 2 is gonna benefit the most from rare candy. Where I downloaded all the stage 2s, all right, from Genetic Apex to Shining Revelry, and we're gonna build a tier list. Okay, we have all the relevant stage 2s. All right, I pulled them up, added them here, and we're gonna make a tier list. Okay, and then we're gonna revisit this tier list in like a week or so. For everybody that's just like tuning in or that lived under a rock, okay, what is rare candy? All right, what does rare candy do? All right, so it's choose one of your basic Pokemon in play. This includes fossils. Fossils are considered basics once you lay them on the board. If you have a stage 2 card in your hand that evolves from that Pokemon, put that card onto the basic Pokemon to evolve it, skipping the stage 1. You can't use this card during your first turn or on a basic Pokemon that was put into play this turn, which makes sense, right? It all makes sense. It's all very intuitive. It's all very intuitive, all right? But now the question is, between all these like stage 2s, okay, which one is going to benefit the most? All right, so let's just take them one by one. We're going to start at Genetic Apex, and we're going to go all the way through every single pack until Lunala and Solgaleo, which are in the latest pack that's going to release tomorrow. All right, so let's start with Genetic Apex. Okay, we're gonna skip like the non-EX Venusaur and some other ones because they like everything that has like 3 or 4 energy, right, to attack. A stage 2 that has 3 or 4 energy doesn't really benefit from rare candy, right? It doesn't really benefit from like getting that like tempo from rare candy, right? So we're gonna skip a few, okay, but we're gonna keep the EXs in play. All right, so let's start with our boy Venusaur. All right, so he has a 3 energy attack, all right, which is kind of costly, and the 4 energy attack, right? But that means that he can't really curve out really well, right? You can't start with like Bulbasaur attack. Bulbasaur even has like a 2 energy attack, so he's not even the best starter out of the bunch. And then you have a 3 and 4 energy attack. We're gonna have to put our boy. Oh, let me find it. We're gonna have to put our boy Venusaur. I think he's chonky though. You're right. He is chonky. He can take a beating, but I don't think he really benefits from rare candy. All right, I'm gonna put him. I don't know, guys. Actually, let me change the. Oh no, we have an S tier, but we don't need an. Do we need an E tier? Okay, well it's too late. It's too late. We're gonna keep the E tier in. Okay, so our boy Venusaur, I think it's like C or D. E maybe not, but like definitely C or D. I'm gonna put him in D for now. All right, I'm gonna put him in D. I don't think he benefits at all. All right, next up. All right, we have the man, the big boy himself. We're gonna come back for the other ones. The big boy himself, the big man, Blastoise. So already much better than Venusaur, right? You get two energy attack for 40. That curves out really well from the Squirtle, right? Which has a 20 for 1. And not only that, he curves out perfectly into a 3 energy attack. The highest damage 3 energy attack out of the Kanto starters, right? You have Charizard that deals 60 for 3. You have Venusaur that deals, how much was it, right? Venusaur was 460 for 3 as well. And then the big man has 100 for 3. And then you can still ramp it up all the way to 5 energy. So already, I think big man is a much better, will benefit much more from rare candy than Venusaur, all right? So I think we put big man. I don't think he's S or A, right? Because we're going to see a bunch of other cards that are much better than it. But I definitely think big man. I think big man is at least a C. Sorry, a B. I think big man Blastoise is at least a B on the rare candy tier list here. All right. Next up, what do we have next? We have the Beedrill, the non-EX Beedrill. All right. Feel free to share your input too, guys. If you think I'm misplacing it, Let me know. Let me know. I would love to have you guys' opinion too. This is I'm just like riffing here. I'm just going off the top of my head. So Beedrill, all right. You have the non-EX Beedrill, all right. Stage 2 evolves from the Weedle that deals either 20 damage or calls for another Weedle, and it deals 70 damage for 1 energy. All right. So I think honestly, I think this card benefits from rare candy. Obviously, it's just that it doesn't. You have no follow up, right? You need to have like a Celebi on the bench to benefit from the low cost attack that this card has, right? You need like a energy sink, right? For after you curve this out with rare candy in the active, you kind of need an energy sink, right? Either like a Venusaur in the back, a Celebi, you know, a big hitter, a Yanmega, you know, or whatever you want, a Alolan Raichu, whatever, right? Like I feel like it does benefit from rare candy, but like it doesn't have the same it just doesn't have the same punch as the other Beedrill that we're gonna see. Okay, so where do we put this Beedrill? Let's go back to our list here. Okay, we have Beedrill. I think it's either B or C. Okay, maybe not C, but probably a B. Probably a B. A B for Beedrill. Isn't that fitting? A B for Beedrill. All right. Next up. All right, we have the Terror. The Terror of Mythical Island. If you guys remember, this guy with Gyarados, these guys were terrorizing Mythical Island, man. All right. Our boy Greninja, one of Ash's aces from the anime, right? So I honestly think Greninja is probably going to be one of the best non-EX stage 2s that benefit from rare candy. I think it's definitely up there with Rampardos and Kabutops, right? I think Greninja is gonna benefit a lot from rare candy, right? So you can attack with your Froakie, right? Hit for 10. And then you curve it out with the rare candy. Hit for 80 next turn, right? If you count the 20 damage from the ability. 80 damage for 2 energy on a 120 HP non-EX with a 1 retreat cost as well. Honestly, like, I think Greninja is going to be a sleeper, alright? People have been talking about Rampardos and Kabutops and all the EXs, but I think Greninja might take people by surprise. So where do we put Greninja, guys? Where do we put Greninja? I think it's going to be above Blastoise and Beedrill for sure. I think we put Greninja in A. I think Greninja deserves its spot in A. All right, next up, we have, we're already getting the Psychics. We'll come back to the other ones. Okay, we have 3 Gengars. We have 3 Gengars on our list today. All right. Well, we have Togekiss too. We're gonna get to Togekiss, but we have 3 Gengars on our list today. All right. We have the genetic Apex non-EX Gengar, right? 130 HP, Bother, and then it blocks supporters once you attack with it. Honestly, I think this is gonna be a Greninja to S. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we put in S, and then we'll reevaluate. Greninja and Crobat. Yeah, I added Crobat to the list too. We'll see. All right, so this Gengar, right? 130 HP. That's like kind of bulky, right, for a non-EX. And Bother for 50. So theoretically, if you're going first, you can drop the rare candy and immediately attack with Bother, right? Like your opponent gets the energy advantage, but then you get the evolve advantage, and then you drop the rare candy, and you hit him with the Bother. You block Professors, you block, you know, pretty much all his supporters, right? So I think Gengar is gonna be pretty high up there. I don't think he's gonna be Greninja level. All right, I think Gengar, I think he kind of belongs in B. All right, with the Beedrill that has 1 attack, with the Blastoise. Like, it's pretty good, but you need an energy sink after him, right? All right, next up, guys, we have Gengar EX. So, you know, I was like, when I was like adding the images to the builder, I was like, I was like, for sure, right? For sure the non-EX one is better, right? But then I thought about it some more. And, you know, you can still curve out this guy in the active. And, you know, you just keep him there. You can don an energy off of Giratina. It's just a lot more complicated, I think, right? Yeah, I agree. I think all Gengars will be good. Some better than others, right? Like this one, I can see it happening, you know? My only issue is the 3 energy attack. If it had a 2 energy attack, then it would have been strictly better than the other one because it deals double the damage for double the energy, right? So you just like skip your first turn for attacking, and then if you deal 100 on turn 2, it's the same as hitting twice with this one, right? But that's the issue. It's 3 energy, so it needs a Dawn. It needs a Dawn and it needs a Giratina. So you're kind of like adding too many conditions, right? You need your Ghastly in the front, you need Red Candy, you need a Giratina in the back, you need this Gengar EX, and you need the Dawn. So how many cards is that? Ghastly, Candy, Gengar EX, Giratina, Dawn. That's 5 cards. That's 5 cards. Carl on YouTube, would you put both Yay Gengars in the same list to have the flexibility? Honestly, I would. Even before Rare Candy, people were playing one non-EX Gengar and one EX Gengar. In the Giratina list that also played Dawn, and it worked out pretty well. Yeah, having the choice between the two is actually like pretty clutch. Yeah. Okay, where do we put Gengar EX? Where do we put Gengar EX? I think I don't know. It's like low B or high C. I honestly think the other Gengar might be better. I honestly think it's definitely not D with Venusaur. I think it's low B, high C. So yeah. Is there no leaks for the new set? So the app didn't update yet. So since the app didn't update, there's nothing for the data miners to leak out. Hopefully, maybe by tonight, we're going to have more. A deck with 2 different 1 points Gengar might be worth it. Yeah, we're going to get there. Actually, let's do the third Gengar right away, right? Since we're on the Gengar topic, let's do the third one right away. Okay, let me pull it up. It's pretty far down. We have to find it. Where was it? What expansion was it in? I think it was in Shining Revelry, right? Was it in Shining Revelry? No, it wasn't. Hold on, let me find it, guys. Mythical Island. It was in STS. There it is. Okay, there it is. Okay. Alright, so the third Gengar... Right, 140 HP, 10 more than the 1 energy attacker. Yeah, 10 more than the 1 energy attacker, and 10 more HP than the 1 energy attacker. And for 2 energy, you Hypnoblast for 70, and you put the opposing Pokemon to sleep. Right. Honestly, the closest thing I can compare this to. Right, if you have Rare Candy, obviously, like, we're always assuming that you start with this in the active and you Rare Candy, right? That's going to be, like, the assumption for, like, the review, right? Like, you start with what you want in the active and you Rare Candy it, right? So, the closest thing I can compare this to is a non-EX Mismagius, right? Think about it, right? Mismagius has 140 HP, it deals 70 for 2, and it confuses, right? This guy does has the same HP. It puts to sleep, and it deals 70 for 2 energy, right? Kind of the same as Mismagius, different effect. Obviously, it's not an EX, but I actually think this guy is actually, it might be a better pairing. It might be a better pairing for the 1 energy Gengar than Gengar EX, because it curves out so much better, right? Especially if you're going second, right? If you're going second, you attack with Ghastly, and then you Rare Candy the next turn, and you put him to sleep. So I think this guy, since it curves out better, a bit better than Gengar, I'm going to put him right after the Bother Gengar. I think both Gengars, the non-EX Gengars, might actually be better. Guaranteed Sleep is better than Confusion. I mean, it's It's hard to say because confusion doesn't go away, right? Your opponent can't coin flip to get rid of the confusion. It stays on the active as long as he doesn't retreat the Pokemon. But sleep makes it so that he can't even retreat it, right? If the Pokemon doesn't wake up. So it's hard to say what effect is better, right? Yeah. Are you on rare candy? Yes, I'm high on rare candy, baby. Gogi, how you doing? Welcome in. All right. So yeah. So I do think the double Gengars. We are waiting for the leaks in 1 hour. Are you sure it's gonna be in 1 hour, Gogi? What makes you say that? What makes you say that? I'm still refreshing, and there's no update in the App Store yet. All right, so let's move on. We have Charizard, GA Charizard, guys. We have GA Charizard. All right, here we go. All right, so the boy, the GOAT, right? The GOAT from Gen 1. The GOAT from Gen 1, Charizard EX, right? 3 energy for a slash and 4 on Crimson Storm. Honestly, guys, I don't think this one is gonna benefit much from rare candy. I don't see it. I don't see it. Like S tier, no doubt. Nah, I'm not feeling this one, man. You still need energy, right? Like it doesn't matter if you curve it out faster. You still need energy on it, right? It doesn't ramp itself. You might need like a Moltres or whatever. Like it's definitely better than Venusaur, right? Actually, I guess it's I don't know. We'll see. But I guess it's still better than Venusaur, but it's not as good as Blastoise, right? Blastoise, you curve it out with rare candy on turn 3, right? After attacking on turn 2, if you're going second. And then you deal 40, 100, and so on, right? I think GA Charizard is after Blastoise, but before Venusaur. I'm going to put him in C. Before Gengar, though. Actually, yeah, I mean, he's kind of the same with Gengar EX. I'm going to put him in C, okay? Alright, you ramp it alongside Giratina. It won't help you attack faster with Candy, but you will at least get the Zard faster, at least on 3 energy. That's true. That's true. But the Candy doesn't matter in that sense, right? As long as you have a Charmeleon, you don't really need the Candy to get it like 1 turn sooner. So this is, since we're doing like strictly like a rare candy benefitor list, I'm going to put him in C. But I agree. I agree the Giratina plus Charizard plus this GA Charizard is probably better than the other one. All right, next up we have Alakazam. We have Alakazam, guys. Alakazam from GA. All right, here's the boy. The boy, Alakazam from GA. What do we think about Alakazam? I think Alakazam is kind of gimped by the amount of energy his attack requires. So he's not going to benefit from rare candy just because, like, you would have needed 3 turns to evolve him anyways. And cute spoons. He does have cute spoons. But yeah, you would have needed 3 turns to evolve him anyways. So yeah, I don't think he's a big benefiter from rare candy. I'm going to try to get all you guys' comments. Getting to Zard is good on the mental with all the Mars, but doesn't help us attack. That's true. That's true. All right. So what do we put Alakazam, guys? I think Alakazam is not that great. I think Gengar EX might even be better. I think he's before Venusaur, but still D tier. D tier. He doesn't benefit that much from rare candy. All right, Gardevoir. Okay, now that's a great question. X-Trolly, how you doing? Welcome in. Gardevoir. Okay, so here's a Pokemon that actually does benefit from rare candy, right? Because if you get it out 1 turn sooner, that's 1 turn sooner where you ramp 1 energy on your active, right? But then the question is, what do you pair it with, right? What do you pair this with? Like let's say you start with Mewtwo, right? Let's say we go back to Genetic Apex and we do Mewtwo Gardevoir. Let's say we're going first. So we put down first turn, we put Mewtwo in the active, we put Ralts on the bench. And then second turn, we candy the Ralts into Gardevoir and we attach an energy to Mewtwo. We get 2 energy on the Mewtwo, we attack. So that's pretty nice. And then next turn, we Psy Drive, right? So if you're going first and you have the rare candy Ralts Gardevoir, and you have the Mewtwo, is actually pretty sick because you get to curve out 50 damage and then 150. So it's actually like pretty crazy, right? What if you go second? What if you go second? If you go second, you put 1 energy on the Mewtwo, you drop the Ralts, you wait. Next turn, you rare candy the Ralts, you put 1 more energy on Mewtwo, you have 3 energies on Mewtwo. So, yeah. So honestly, like I can see it working. Yeah, I can see it working. Yeah. Obviously, you need every single card, right? You need Mewtwo, you need Ralts, Gardevoir, rare candy. That's at least 4 cards. And also you need to like retreat the Ralts. You need to retreat the Ralts as well. With Giratina, it does pair up well with Giratina because Gardevoir doesn't attack, right? Gardevoir just like doubles Giratina's speed. And it doesn't attack, right? You can go, if you go first with Giratina in the active, you get 1 energy Giratina. Second turn, you candy the Gardevoir, you get 3. Actually, you put 1 energy on the Giratina, self-float, and then 4, right? So, yeah. Yeah, so A floor, S ceiling, in my opinion. I kind of agree with that. I don't think it's going to be S, because the only reason it's not S is because it takes so many deck slots, right? It takes so many deck slots to kind of do what Giratina does to itself, right? But it does it to something else, right? So like it means that you're gonna take up 6 deck slots, or at least 4 with rare candy, right? Just for this, right? So I'm gonna put Gardevoir. I think Gardevoir is up there with Greninja. All right. I think people are gonna make Gardevoir work again. All right. We might see a Gardevoir comeback with candy, with comms. Like I don't think people are gonna start playing Mythical Slab again, but yeah, I think Gardevoir is definitely up there with Greninja. All right, next up, yeah, we have Victory Bell 2 on the list. We're gonna get to it. Actually, where is it? Did I forget it? Did I forget the Victory Bell? We're gonna add it after. We're gonna add it. I mean, let me check. Maybe I forgot the. Okay, we're gonna add Victory Bell after. That's right. Actually, let's do it now. I think I forgot to add it. Victory Bell. Let me just save the image. And then add it here. Alright, Victory Bell. Okay, here we go. Okay, Victory Bell. So, stage 2, 140 HP. And then Fragrance Trap, right? You can choose whatever benched Pokemon your opponent has. It doesn't matter if it has, damage or not, and you bring it in front and you get to slap it. Okay. The only the ability is crazy. It's like probably one of the craziest active abilities that any Pokemon has. It has to be a basic. Oh, you're right. It has to be a basic. It has to be a basic. You can't bring in stage 1s or stage 2s. Damn, that's actually very limiting. That's actually way more limiting than I thought it would be. It clearly says one of your opponent's benched basic Pokemon. Damn. All right. And okay, so so that's one of the issues. All right. And the second issue I see is that it takes 2 energy, so you can't attack on turn 1. Right, like if you go first, and then you put your I forgot what it's called, you know, like the basic, and then turn 2, if you're going first, you use the rare candy, you add 1 energy for the Vine Whip, but you can't Vine Whip yet, right? So I feel like it is like, obviously you can use the ability, like the turn you evolve it, but you can't really hit for 60 if you're going first, right? Obviously, this isn't the same issue if you're going second. And if you're going second, you can rare candy and then immediately use the Vine Whip after you hit with I forgot the name. I forgot the name of the basic, but yeah. So if this obviously the 2 energy attackers benefit from going second with rare candy. So I think the ability is nice. The HP is nice. The damage is a bit lackluster, but the ability is is really good, but it only comes into play early, right? Your opponent could just play around this by like evolving whatever he has on the bench, and then you're kind of screwed, right? So yeah, snipes all the basics. That's true. That's true. That's right. It does hit for 60, so most basics are 60. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to put Victory Bell pretty high. I think even with the basic limitation, I think we're gonna have to put it pretty high. I think it's definitely a B. All right, it's up there with the Sleepy Gengar. It's up there with the Block Supporter Gengar. Maybe it's even in front. I'm gonna put it high B. Okay, I'm gonna put it high B. I don't think it's as good as Greninja or maybe Gardevoir, but like definitely high B, low A maybe. You know, everybody wants to go first now. Yeah, pretty much. All right, next up. We have our boy Dragonite. I mean, you already know that, you know, our boy here, you know, he's a fan favorite, but he's not going to really benefit from rare candy, right? It needs so much energy. It just needs so much energy that by the time you're ready to attack, you could have just evolved it with Dragonair, all right? So, you know, we're not going to spend too much time on this. We're going to put Dragonite. I actually think because it needs like 4 energy, we're gonna put it in E, man. There's sorry, but our boy Dragonite, you know, there's Rayquaza, there's Wugtrio, you know, we're gonna yeah, Manaphy Dragonite. It does speed him up a little bit. But like I don't think you need. I still don't think you need to rare candy it, right? Like, yeah, I don't think you need to rare candy. And also it has like. It has the it still has the dragon energy issues. Like you guys seen it, right? When we played in the in this streamer cup, right? We played Dragonite with Giratina, and like we played like 6-7 games total, and in 2 games we bricked our energy. First game was like we bricked water, like we had all water, and then the second time we bricked electric. We only had electric. So yeah, oh, sorry, our boy Dragonite has to go in E, man. It's not gonna benefit at all. All right, here's something that's really interesting. Okay, Kabutops, and I see a lot of people talking about Rampardos, right? But like we don't see a lot of people talking. I'm gonna open the lights because it's like started raining here and it's a bit dark. Hold up. We're back. Right, so we see a lot of people talking about Rampardos, right? But like we don't see a lot of people talking about Kabutops, and I actually think Kabutops is also a threat. You know, like obviously it has issues in the sense that you can't start with a fossil in the active, right? You can't start with a fossil in the active. You have to start with a Pokemon, and you have to retreat that to be able to like rare candy your fossil on the bench and bring up, you know, either the Kabutops or the Rampardos. So it has issues. However, you know, dealing 50 damage, you know, on turn 2 if you're going first, or turn 3 if you're going second, with like 140 HP, you know, and being able to heal, it's still pretty. It's like a better Skarmory, right? It's like a Skarmory with like 1,000,000 HP that doesn't die, that never dies, right? Unless you have like enough damage to kill it, right? I don't think it's as good as Rampardos. Because you know, it's like you can't really compare 130 and 50, right? Yeah, it's like you can't really compare that. But I think it's definitely better than maybe like the 1 energy Beedrill, right? So let's see where we put it. I think it's like I'm gonna put it right after Victory Bell. All right, I think it's better than the Beedrill. It's you know, it's kind of similar to the Gengars. I'm gonna put it with Victory Bell and Blastoise and Beedrill. I think this is a good spot for it. All right. So since we're already on the fossil topics, right? Let's do our boy. Let me find it. Let's do our boy Rampardos. I'm gonna have to look it up because it's not here. Rampardos, Pokemon Pocket. All right, let's do our boy Rampardos. Oh, what is this? Okay, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up for everybody that doesn't know. Oh no, wait, it's in Spanish. Head smash. Okay, here we are. Okay. All right, so here's Rampardos, right? 150. Everybody knows Rampardos, okay? Like 150, head smash for 130. You know, you can evolve it from the skull fossil with the rare candy, right? The only limitation that Rampardos has is that you can't start with the fossil in the active. You have to start with like a basic Pokemon in the active. You have to draw your fossil, right, from like Professor. You have to draw your fossil from Professor or something. Right, you need to find the fossil, you need to find the rare candy, and you need to find the boy, the goat. All right, so it does have like a lot of things have to like come into play for you to be able, and you also need a retreat card for your active, right? Because if you're going first, you can evolve the fossil first, but you know you're not going to spend one energy retreating the active. You want to put the energy for the head smash, so you need like an X speed or a leaf on top of all that, right? And this is a great question, you know, or a great idea. Double Yono decks coming. Here's the like I thought Yono and Rare Candy were gonna be a match made in heaven, but sadly you can't use Rare Candy the same way you use X Speed with Yono. You can't use your Rare Candy and then Yono after to find your stage 2, because when you want to use Rare Candy, you need your stage 2 in your hand, right? So let's say you have Rare Candy, you have Yono, but you don't have your stage 2. You're going to have to send away the candy. You're going to have to send away the candy, right? Same thing with Chatot, you know? Like if you have Chatot in the front, you have a fossil, you have rare candy, and you know, you don't have your stage 2. You're going to have to send away the candy and hope that you get candy plus your stage 2. So I think comms, Pokemon communication is going to make a huge comeback, right? Like we've seen people play, I've been playing, you know, one comms, one Yono. But I think comms is going to make like a huge comeback just because you can use comms and rare candy in the same turn. And you can't use Yono and candy in the same turn. So, yeah. All right. Where do we put our boy? Where do we put our boy? Our boy. I think Rampardos is definitely high A. All right. Maybe low S, high A. The only reason why I'm not putting him in S is because, like I said, like there's too many things that have to come together. You need like a retreat card, you need the fossil, you need the candy, and you need Rampardos. So definitely A, high A. I think candy plus comms, yeah, definitely a huge combo. I think we're gonna put him before Greninja and Gardevoir. Definitely before Greninja and Gardevoir. All right, high A for sure. Next up. Since we're on the topic, normal Pidgeot. All right, let's go to GA Pidgeot. GA Pidgeot. All right, so here we go. All right, so Pidgeot. All right, 130 HP. How much did Victory Bell have? Wasn't Victory Bell 132? I feel like Victory Bell and Pidgeot. Okay, Victory Bell was 140. Pidgeot is 130. Hello, Shubby. How you doing? And so you have 10 more damage for the same amount of energy as Victory Bell. And you have the drive off where you don't actually select. You don't actually select what you bring forward, but you can still bring forward non-basics, right? So I think, and you know, the 70 breakpoint, it's not that much better than 60. I think Victory Bell is better than this because it has enough damage to kill basics, and you get to select. Like with Pidgeot, it's nice, but you don't get to pick, right? You don't get to pick. It's a free Sabrina. It is a free Sabrina, but your opponent still gets to pick. Whereas Victory Bell, it feels like a bit more oppressive. You know, you can like snipe his Charmander, you can snipe his you know, whatever 60 HP basic is trying to evolve on the bench, right? So I think we put Pidgeot after Victory Bell. Definitely above Charizard and Gengar. Definitely above Charizard and Gengar. You don't need, that's true. You don't need to be in the active. That's true. You don't need to be in the active. That's true. I'm gonna put him right after Victory Bell. we're gonna do Victory Bell first, Pidgeot, and then Kabutops. I feel it's definitely a B. Definitely a B. All right, next up. We have Machamp. I only put Machamp here because he's an EX. We're gonna try to do like most of the EXs, but you can already tell what I'm thinking, right? You can already tell what I'm thinking for Machamp. Can we Sabrina and Pidgeot ability in the same turn? Yes, you can. You can. Pidgeot better than Victory Bell for sure. I don't know. They're definitely close. They're definitely close. All right, so Machamp EX. Machamp EX. All right, so pretty beefy guy. My only issue is that once again it takes 3 energy, right? So you can't, if you're going first or second, you can't like attack with this guy on a curve, right? You need to like spend a whole turn doing nothing, and then you can punch for 120, right? I think this guy is just like a worse Solgaleo now, right? Same damage than Solgaleo, same HP than Solgaleo, 1 more energy to attack for the same damage, and no ability, and he has a higher retreat cost, right? He has like Solgaleo has a 2 retreat cost, right? And this guy has 3. So like this guy is like this guy got power crept like super hard, and the type, yeah, he's weak to Psychic, which like sucks in a Giratina world, right? So this guy got absolutely power crept, man. Like terrible, especially since his full art or the rainbow looks so nice. The rainbow looks nice, but I'm sorry, our boy Machamp, you're going with the Venusaur, man. You're going actually after the Venusaur, I think, because it's just completely power crept, 100% power crept. So low D for Machamp. All right, next up, who do we have? Ooh, Superior. Okay, this is another interesting one. Let's find Superior. Mythical Island. We're going back to Mythical Island. Superior, guys. What do we think? What do we think about Superior? I mean, it's kind of like a Gardevoir, right? It's kind of like a Gardevoir, but you need to pair him up with, you know, something you know that's gonna sweep, right? Obviously the clear answer is Celebi, yeah, but you guys already know. Celebi, exactly. It has 130 HP. It just gets like one shot by absolutely everything, even with the cape now, because we have red. So Celebi is, you know, Celebi's kind of like too weak, right? You have Venusaur, but like Venusaur's too slow, doesn't deal enough damage. It gets one shot by GA Charizard. It doesn't get one shot by the Stoke Charizard, but like close enough. So yeah. Hopefully we get a new grass. Yeah, hopefully we get new grass types that pair up well with Superior in the new set. But like going on what we know now, I think Superior, it's definitely behind Gardevoir. It might actually be behind Victory Bell and Pidgeot and Kabutops. It's better than Charizard and Gengar. I think it's a B. We're gonna have a lot of things in B, but like it's just how it is. I think it's a B. It's not as good as Gardevoir. I don't think it's like currently we just don't have the right cards to pair it with. So I think it's a B. Next up, Revo on YouTube, no leaks is impressive. Yeah, so what they did is that they didn't update the app yet. That's the issue, right? So we can't have leaks until they update the app in the store. And I'm checking now, and it's still not updated. So we might have to wait till midnight. Like Mythical Island released at midnight when it released. The app updated at midnight, and then they did the update. They released it at like 2-3 a.m. right? So Yep. It's a net increase in energy way more than Guardy. Yes, it's true. It just doesn't have the right pairings. Do I think we're gonna get leaks soon? I don't know. It's hopefully yes, but if not, we might have to wait till tomorrow. Welcome in and engage. How you doing? All right. Next up, guys. Okay, we put Superior in B. I think this is fine. Next up, we have Florges. This is kind of a card. This is a neat card. I kind of forgot about this card. I kind of forgot about this card. So it's from Mythical Island, 120 HP. It's a bit low. It's a bit low, I'm not gonna lie. And 2 energy, Bloom Shine, 80, which is respectable damage. You know, same as Greninja, I guess. Same HP as Greninja. Same damage as Greninja. If you take into account Greninja's ability, 1 retreat cost, and it has a nice little thingy. Heal 20 from each of your Pokemon. I actually never like completely read this card. I thought it only healed itself. But it's healed 20 from each Pokemon. The issue is that it like almost never happens, right? You almost never have like 3 or 4 like Pokemon, right? Solgaleo cooks it even with Cape. Yeah. So yeah, it's a neat card. Like it curves out pretty well, but like I don't think it's better. It's definitely not better than the Sleep Gengar, right? The Sleep Gengar is much better than it. I think Superior is better than it. We're gonna put it in C, okay? We're going to put it in C. It's better than Alakazam because it curves out better. But we're going to put it in C. I think it deserves a C. All right. Next up. We have our boy Golem. Let me pull him up. Our boy Mythical Island Golem. So, even with Brock, it's still a 3 energy investment, right? So it has the same issue as Machamp has, right? Same issue as Machamp. It got, you know, at least it's not an EX. At least it's not an EX, right? You could say like, well, Solgaleo is better than it, but Solgaleo is an EX. It gives 2 points. At least this thing, you know, does like 120. It's not an EX. It has like a really good HP. The ability is nice, but you still need Brock. Exactly. You still need to run 2 cards in your deck specifically for it. Right, so there's a lot of things that have to like come into play, right? You have to have the you know, the 3 cards. You have to have the Geodude, Candy, Golem, and then you need Brock too, right? Lucia could work with it. That's true. The full heal stage, or the 60 heal to the stage 2 could work well with it, but I don't think it benefits from Rare Candy. I think like you guys are saying, it benefits from Dawn, it benefits from Lucia, but it doesn't really benefit from Rare Candy, and that's what we're doing today, right? We're gonna put Golem. We're gonna put Golem in D. All right, before maybe like, you know, he's up there with Alakazam. We're gonna put Golem in D. Where leaks, dude? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm asking myself the same question. Next up, Scolipede. So Scolipede is actually kind of nice, you know, 140 HP, Venoshock for 2. But the you know why Scolipede is not going to benefit from Rare Candy? It's because its basic doesn't poison. Exactly. It's the stage 1 that poisons. So if you skip the stage 1, how are you going to deal 120, right? You have to play Graph AI, anyways, the you know, the graphic monkey that poisons from the bench. You have to play that if you're not playing the stage 1 for this. So Scolipede, you know, it's not going to benefit from Rare Candy at all. All right, so we're gonna this is a fast one. Okay, I think it's E. It's not gonna, like, you can't play this. You can't play this without its stage 1. So it's E for the Rare Candy rating. It's a good card. But like, it's E for the Rare Candy rating. Next up, Infernape EX. Let's find him. Let's find the boy. Infernape EX. All right. 170 HP. Pretty bulky guy. 140 for 2 energy. Discard all. All right. And then 0 retreat cost. That's the thing. 0 retreat cost. All right. This one's going to be one of the best. I tend to agree. You know why I think it's going to be really good? And we're going to get to the Stoke Charizard after. But, you know, everybody saw the Stoke Charizard, right? Everybody's like, ooh, yes, it's perfect, right? You go first with Stoke Charizard. You evolve it on turn 2 because you're going first. You put 1 energy, you Stoke. Turn 3, you deal 150. Perfect. That's perfect. But what do you do? What do you do after that, right? What do you do with all that extra energy after Charizard loaded itself, right? You have to have like another follow-up once your Charizard dies, right? And I actually think the best follow-up to Stoke Charizard is going to be Infernape. If you can manage to like get both out, in theory, Infernape is the best follow-up to Stoke Charizard. Also because if you attack with Infernape, you can retreat it for free, and you can Stoke again, you know, or attack with a Charizard. So I think if we manage to make a double stage 2 line deck work, it might be Infernape EX with Stoke Charizard. All right, and it's gonna go crazy. One deals 150, the other one deals 140. Very low energy investment. All right, you can play double comms, double rare candy. All right, so I'm actually kind of hyped for this. All right, I'm actually kind of hyped for this. Okay, so we're gonna put, just because of its pairing with if its potential pairing with Stoke Charizard, I think we're gonna put it. I think we're gonna put it high A, maybe not S, because like by itself it's not that great. Okay, and exactly, we might have consistency issues. Okay, I'm gonna put it high A. Okay, I'm not gonna put it S because by itself it has issues, and maybe a stage 2 deck might have issues. Okay, so we're gonna see. I'm gonna put it high A. I think it's definitely, finally, maybe finally, we can finally make Infernape work. All right, like 2 expansions later or 3 expansions later, we can finally maybe make Infernape work. All right, next up. Yeah, we covered Rampardos and its shortcomings, that you can't start with Fossil. You need a retreat card. That's why it's A and not S. Okay, next up. Let's get on the subject. Since we're already on the subject, all right. Let's do our boy. Stoke Charizard. He's in the new one. No. He's in Shining Revelry. Okay, Stoke Charizard, guys. Stoke Charizard. Here we go. No. Okay, let's do the shiny one. Let's pull up the shiny one. All right, guys. Stoke Charizard, 180 HP. It didn't see almost any play at all in Shining Revelry. Okay, you have to be honest, all right? Like, everybody thought it was cool, and then like nobody played it. Okay, like it was GA Charizard above everything else still. Okay, but finally, guys, I think with rare candy, I feel like Stoke Charizard finally has its time to shine. Okay, for 2 reasons. Okay, 2 reasons. First one is obviously, you know, the Stoke ability. You go first, you put your Charmander. The second turn, you rare candy, you put 1 energy, bang. Okay, and you're ready to hit for 150 next turn. Okay, and the second reason is that Solgaleo has fire weakness. All right, so you slap a helmet on this bad boy. You know, you have a red in hand. You know, you can take care of the bulky Solgaleo. All right, so I think it's going to be good for 2 reasons, right? Obviously, it's like self-sufficient, and Solgaleo's weakness that happens to be fire. So yeah, my only issue with it is the 3 retreat costs, right? You're kind of committed to it. Like, I don't think you're going to be able to retreat it and then bring it back. I think it dies in the active. Like, you just full commit to it, bunch of healing on top, and you know, maybe an Infernape in the back, and you just have to you just have to commit to it. All right, so where do we put this guy? I honestly, because it's so self-sufficient, I think it's an A, guys. I think it's an S. I truly think it's an S. All right, for a rare candy, it's probably one of the best benefiters from rare candy. Because, like, you only need 3 cards. You need Charmander, Candy, Charizard. Everything else, you need maybe like an X-Speed or a Leaf for Rampardos, you know, or, you know, you're powering up something else. But this card is the self-sufficient card that rare candy is made for. All right, so we're gonna put Stoke Charizard, definitely an S. All right. Next up, we have Luxray. So I put Luxray here because, you know, it's still a card that people play. But it's like, it doesn't really benefit from rare candy. Like, even if you have Pachirisu, you need 2 turns to load energy on this, even with Pachirisu. So, like, you might as well just play the stage 1. Like, you could still put Rare Candy in their Luxray deck, but it doesn't speed it up or anything. So, yeah, we're gonna do, I mean, yeah. I don't think it's as good as Superior, or, like, it doesn't really benefit from Rare Candy the same way Superior, Sleep Gengar, Bother Gengar, Victory Bell does. I think it's, like, above, it might be, it's above Golem a little bit, I guess, because, you know, it's between Golem and Florges. I'm gonna put it, like, C. I'm gonna put it C. You can Rare Candy in Volcrum mid to late game. That's true. That's true. It might clutch late game, but, like, early it doesn't really do anything. So we're going to put it maybe, like, yeah, around, I think it's a C. I think it's a C. All right, next up. Next up, we have Magnezone. I mean, this one's pretty obvious, right, guys? This one's pretty obvious. What is Magnezone without Magneton? Truly. Truly. What is Magnezone without Magneton? Like, how do you, we're like, yeah, it's, I mean, you can always play Pachirisu with it, right? You can always try to, like, overload it with energy from Pachirisu, but, like, it doesn't really benefit from Rare Candy. All right, we're gonna, it's still a good card. It's still a good card, but it doesn't benefit. He shouldn't be on the list. Yeah, I put cards that people play, but I think it's, he's kind of down there with Scolipede, right? Like, yeah, these are cards, like, Dragonite doesn't need it at stage 1, but, like, Magnezone and Scolipede definitely need their stage 1s. So, like, as, like, it's a good card, but, like, this is a Rare Candy tier list. So it's E tier, F tier. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add another tier. All right, next up, we have Togekiss. What gen was Togekiss? I think it was STS, right? Oh, here it is. All right, Togekiss. I actually think Togekiss does benefit from Rare Candy, right? Especially if you're going second. You're going second, you have the Togepi, you attack for 20 or whatever, and then you Candy, and then you attack for the Overdrive Smash. So you're dealing 20, 60 with Rare Candy, and then 120, 170 with Cynthia on turn 3, right? So, like, the curve is actually pretty nice. And you also, like, on turn 3, you don't need to add more energy to it. You just put energy somewhere else. I think with the pairing with Cynthia is really strong. But without Cynthia, it's kind of lackluster, because 120 is not enough. Right? Like, you can't kill anything anymore with 120, right? You need to have the Togepi, you need to have the Candy, the Togekiss, and the Cynthia, right? And weak to metal, that's true. So it gets one shot because of the weakness from Solgaleo, right? So, like, it curves out really well, but you need Cynthia on top of everything else. So, it's definitely, like, I think people are going to make decks with this and Rare Candy. It's definitely better than Florges. It's better than Florges. It's better than Superior. I think it's going to see more play than Gengar, Kabutops. I don't know. I feel like it's a high B. I feel like it's a high B. Maybe a low A. Probably a low A. Let's do a low A because we have a lot of Bs. All right, we're going to do a low A on Togekiss. I think people are going to play it, but it's not gonna win any tournaments or whatever. Or low B, low A for Togekiss. All right, next up. We have Dusknoir. I mean, Dusknoir is kind of like the Temu version of Gardevoir, right? It does something different, but, like, you're not sweeping with Dusknoir, right? Dusknoir is the support card to, like, your Giratina or whatever, right? So, like, yes, it does benefit from Rare Candy because you get to use its ability, like, one turn sooner. But, like, you're not sweeping with this. You have to have your sweeper and this in the back, right? So it's not as good as Gardevoir. It does benefit from Rare Candy. I feel like it's like there with Florges. We're gonna put it like with Florges. It's definitely not as good as Sleep Gengar or Superior. I think it's like a C. It's like a C. It's like so-so. I mean, people are gonna make meme decks with it for sure, but it's a C. All right, we have Gallade next. This is an interesting card. This is an interesting card for rare candy. All right. This is an interesting card for rare candy. Why? Why is it interesting? Because if you're going second, you can I mean, you're gonna have to maybe play like the damage rolls. You know, maybe if you're playing rare candy with this, maybe you play like the 10 damage rolls. And then you deal 10, and then you rare candy on turn 3 if you're going second, and you attack for energized blade. The only issue I see is that it lacks damage against stuff that has low energy attack. You know, like it just lacks damage. That's the issue. Like, take this. How are you gonna play Gallade against Soul Galio? You're gonna hit the Soul Galio for 110 base, right? Like, what? Like, you can barely kill it if it capes or if it plays like a PCL, right? And it still has psychic weakness in a Giratina world, or against Beedrill, that's right, or Executor, or like, yeah, it's just like Gallade is a good card. It is a good card. It's just not gonna have a place against better cards, right? Against low energy attackers that really benefit from the candy. So, you know, it's still a solid card, but yeah, it's gonna depend on the meta. We're gonna put Gallade in B. It's definitely better. It's kind of with Blastoise, right? Maybe a bit before Blastoise. Something like this. I think Gallade in B is fine. Yeah, we're gonna put Gallade in B. It's a solid card, but yeah, people hype so much this card. I think the change in the meta, Gallade will go down. I agree. Next up. Crobat. Oh, this might be annoying. Where's Crobat? It was in Triumphant Light, right? Okay, there it is. All right, Crobat. Honestly, like, it's a really annoying card. It's a really annoying card. Like, if you get this one turn early, it's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage to tank on your active every single turn. Like 30 every single turn. Without having to invest energy in it, without having, you know. But the only issue I see with it is that, like, what are you gonna pair up other than Arceus, right? Like, you need kind of like a front. You need like something in the front to deal damage. You know, like the dark energy doesn't have like a Skarmory, right? It doesn't have like something in the front that, like, you know, pressures, and then you have Crobat in the back that pressures even more, right? They have, like, what does Dark have? They have Spiritomb, you know, they have like Toxicroak, which is not that great. Like, what do they have? Like, what do you lead with? You know, Weezing? Maybe Weezing. Yeah, maybe Weezing. I can see it. But still, you know, like, and Arceus kind of lost its luster too, right? It has, like, it doesn't deal enough damage anymore. It doesn't have enough HP. It's still a really strong basic. But, like, Arceus kind of, like, fell out of favor a little bit as well. You could run a Skarmory deck with Arceus, Colorless, and Crobat. That's true. If you never plan on putting Dark Energy on it, it doesn't matter, right? You can run whatever energy you want. You know, it's true. I can see that. Skarmory, Arceus, Crobat. So maybe I'm not creative enough. You know, maybe somebody's gonna, like, make like a S tier deck with Crobat, and maybe I'm just not creative enough. I think it's definitely A. All right, it's definitely A. Like, it's up there with Greninja. It's like, it might be better than Gardevoir even. Alright, we're gonna put it in A. I think it's an A. So yeah. I think it's better than Togekiss. Might be better than Gardevoir. It's up there with Greninja. Alolan Persian gonna be a good pair for it. We have to see. Okay, next up, guys. Where are we? Garchomp. Okay, this is a fun one. We have 2 Garchomps actually to do. Let's do the dragon one first, and then we're gonna do the EX one after. Garchomp. Where was the dragon one? It was in STS. Yeah. It was in STS. Here we go. Garchomp. All right, Dragon Garchomp. One of the biggest winners. The dragon one. You know, I kind of agree with that. Just as long as you get the energy you need, right? just as long as you get the energy you need, like, you know, on turn one and on turn two if you're going second, and turn three, it's great. You know, if you get the energy you need, it's great. The ability is also really good. I agree. The ability is nice. I mean, you're never gonna see the cards that you discard again, but it's pretty nice. And with Cynthia and all that, but like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when you get like 3 energy? What are you gonna do when you get like 3 waters in a row, right? What are you gonna do when you get 3 waters in a row, or when you get 3 fighting in a row, right? That's the issue I see with it. It's a bit inconsistent. It's really good on paper. It's really good, but run only fighting. But then how are you gonna get the water? A mana fee? But then you need water to use mana fee. So no, but you can't. No, mana fee needs water energy to generate water. So you need to run water in your energy zone. I think Garchomp. I don't know, man. I think Togekiss is better. It's like a high B. That's like a low A, high B. Just because of the inconsistency, all right? It's like kind of with Pidgeot and Victory Bell. I think it's kind of with Pidgeot and Victory Bell. All right, next up. All right, we have the boy. EX Garchomp. This guy might be a menace, man. This guy might be a menace. He might be a menace. So you get to all right. So you get to let's say you're going first. All right. Obviously, you want to go first. You want to drop the Gibble. You want to drop the candy, and you want to start like hitting for 50 on everything, right? Like you choose whatever you hit for 50, right? So like that one's really, it's like a great start, right? It's like a super strong start. But then the question is like, what's the follow-up, right? Like linear attack is like crazy good, right? But then what? Like, how are you going to deal like big damage, right? What's your follow-up to it? That's the question, right? Because Dragon Claw is not enough, man. Like, you're not going to get value out of the Dragon Claw. I don't know. You have Marshadow as a follow-up. It is an EX, right? So if you're leading with an EX, you're kind of going to lose 2 points off the bat. So you might need another like fighting EX to like follow up this guy up, right? Lucario isn't it, or is he? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It feels like you need a follow up to this guy, and I don't really know what the follow up is. Like linear attack from Rare Candy is super good, super strong, but my only question is what's the follow up, right? And I don't know. Maybe we need to see a new card. Rampardos, you're gonna run 2 stage 2 lines. You're gonna have to run 2 stage 2 lines, but maybe. I think he's definitely I don't know. It's an A. I think it's an A. Despite it's you know, the question about like what's the Lucario buffs, maybe. I think it's an A. I think it's like with Crobat or something. Crobat, Greninja. Maybe not as good as Rampardos or Infernape. I think like Crobat, Greninja. Something like that. Alright, better than the non-EX for sure. Above Crobat, sure. We can do that. Alright. Next up. We have Staraptor. Staraptor was in Shining, right? Was he in Shining? No, he was in no, here he is. He was in the thingy. Right, Staraptor, yeah. I mean, you guys see it, right? Everybody sees the combo, right? You got your Starly stage turn 1, you drop the candy, you drop the berry, boom, 130, baby. 130, right? If you think about it, it takes the same amount of cards to play Staraptor than it does to play Rampardos, right? If you want to attack on turn 1, because Rampardos needs a retreat card for the active, and Staraptor needs Barry. So it's the same amount of cards to deal the same amount of damage, right, as Rampardos. The only issue is that the turn after, you're going to have to do nothing for 1 turn, right? Unless you have a second Barry, you're going to have to do nothing for 1 turn because you need to put 2 energy and then 3 energy on it, right? Whereas Rampardos, you know, you have your 1 energy on it, you're set, right? So I think the Barry combo, it's not going to be as great. The Barry Staraptor combo with the candy, it's not going to be as great as Rampardos, but it's definitely going to be up there, you know? It's, yeah, you can use Staraptor, Lily, and Ilima. That's true. It benefits from the colorless supporter, and it heals as well. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, where do we put? I think Staraptor is after Rampardos for sure. Is it above Togekiss? I think it's around here. I'm gonna put Staraptor between Togekiss and Gardevoir. I'm gonna solid B. It's better than Garchomp. I think it's better than Victory Bell. I think it might be a bit better than Victory Bell. But it's around C. It's around here. It's like low A, high B. Above Togekiss. I think it's above Togekiss. You just Ilima. What's Ilima again? My misremember. Ilima. Pokemon Pocket. What does this do? Oh, here it is. Oh no, we can't see. Okay. Put one of your, okay, has damage on it in your hand. Yeah, but like, Ilima isn't meant for, it's not meant for stage 2s, guys. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna like get the Starly, and you're gonna get like the Staraptor, and you're gonna get the stage 1 back in your hand, and you're gonna like discard all the energy. I don't think Ilima is made for stage 2s. It's made for basics. Do you get rare candy back? That's a great question. Do you get rare candy back if you play Ilima? I don't think so, because a rare candy is an item. Rare candy is an item. I think you just get the basic and you get Staraptor. You don't get the rare candy back. So yeah, Ilima is not meant for stage 2s, guys. It's meant for Snorlax. It's meant for Snorlax, and it's meant for Arceus. That's what it's meant for. All right. Next up. Oh, we have the boy. Beedrill, baby. Beedrill EX. This one's going to be a menace. I think this one's going to be a menace. You guys can quote me on this. I think this one's going to be a menace. All right. Can you read your above chat? Will we get a stream tomorrow at the time of... No, sir. No, I'm going to be sleeping. It's going to be 2 a.m. I'm going to be sleeping like a baby. But tomorrow night, though, for sure. Tomorrow night, for sure. Tomorrow afternoon. Okay, Beedrill. Budding for normal types, yeah. Where's the drill? Here he is. Okay. Alright, guys. Am I going to start grind as soon as rank start? Probably off stream, yeah. Probably off stream. And then we're gonna stream it when we can. Beedrill EX, guys. All right. How many hourglasses do you have saved? 450, and then if you add 100, 550. So we're gonna open packs tomorrow. Okay. Beedrill EX, guys. Beedrill EX. Okay. Stage 2, 170 HP. Pretty bulky boy. We haven't done Meow yet. Not yet. Pretty bulky boy, and then Crushing Spear for 80. Crushing Spear for 80, that's 2 energy. You still want to go second. I feel like you still want to go second with Beedrill. You don't want to go first, right? You want to get your energy on the Weedle. You want to hit for 20, and then next turn you want to evolve it and Crushing Spear and start discarding energy. All right. 1 retreat cost is great. My only issue with it, like, yeah, not letting the opponent ramp in the active is huge. But I have 2 issues with it. First issue, fire weakness. All right. Who's the other S card that we put in front, right? We put Charizard, okay? If you let the Charizard stoke and you discard off it, it can't attack. That's true. But let's say he has, let's say, I don't know, you're late in finding the Beedrill or whatever, right? I feel like Charizard still one-shots Beedrill, right, with the Steam Artillery. But you guys are right. You guys are right in the sense that if Charizard stokes and Beedrill attacks it, Charizard only goes to 4 energy, and then Beedrill knocks it back down to 3. So it has to like stoke twice, right? It can always stoke twice. You have to stoke twice if the Beedrill discards off the Charizard, right? 80 is the only problem. Yeah, exactly. Like if you cape the Charizard, it survives 2 attacks with 1 red, right? So that's my number 1 issue with Beedrill. My number 2 issue with Beedrill. Yeah, you can stoke twice. My number 2 issue with Beedrill is Solgaleo's ability, right? Solgaleo, if you lose all your energy on the active, Solgaleo can retreat that active for free and come in, right? So assuming Solgaleo is going to be like a great card, right? Like you can't really like trap the active, you know, by like discarding energy off it, because people are going to play either Leaf or they're going to play Solgaleo, and the ability makes it so that it's a free retreat cost, you know, whatever. So that's my 2 issues with Beedrill, right? But it is a great card. I think it's going to benefit it a lot. I think it's up there with Infernape. Maybe S tier. The high A, maybe S tier. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put it in S. I'm gonna put it in S. Okay. I think it's gonna be an S tier card. Yeah. All right. With rare candy, that is. Okay. Next up. Meowscarada. Here's another one. Here's another. Like, grass types are really benefiting from rare candy, I think. Meowscarada is gonna be a menace, man. If it wasn't already a menace, people are gonna have nightmares. People are gonna have nightmares of rare candy Meowscarada plus red hitting their Giratina in the active. People are they're gonna have nightmares, man. They're gonna wake up in sweats. They're gonna wake up like sweating. They're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? Or let me just find the Meowscarada. It's in the grass section. All right, here it is. Okay, here it is. Yeah, honestly, I think if Beedrill is S, this is S as well. Okay, I think Meowscarada is actually going to be better than Beedrill. Simply play non-EX. That's true. Yeah, that's true as well. It does have its own limitations, but like the fact that Sprigatito, if you don't play stage 1s, if you don't play Florigato and the Meowscarada Magnezone deck, you're guaranteed a Meowscarada. You're guaranteed a Meowscarada from the Sprigatito, right? You can play Meowscarada Magnezone, no Florigato. Sprigatito always searches for either another Sprigatito or Meowscarada. And as long as you have the magic card, as long as you have the candy, you can start swinging on the Darkrai or on the Giratina on turn 1. Sorry, turn 2. Ideally you want to go turn 2. Yes, it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee to get the Meowscarada. You also have to have the rare candy. Yes, there's still a high brick potential, right? But if Meowscarada Magnezone held a candle up to Darkrai Giratina, I think with the addition of rare candy, I think it's gonna be even more, right? If it held up a candle to Darkrai Giratina before, it's only gonna be better. It's only that matchup is only gonna get better, and it might be the thing that actually like knocks Darkrai Giratina down a peg. Right? The addition of rare candy to Meowscarada decks might be what finally knocks Darkrai Giratina down a peg. So the only downside is that it doesn't do any damage to non-EXs, and that one we know. Okay, we know. Like it still hits Skarmory for 60. It still hits Magnezone for 60. Like we all know that. But I do think Meowscarada is S in terms of benefiting from rare candy. It's definitely I think it might be even better than Beedrill. I think it's definitely an S. All right, next up. Here's a card that nobody plays. Where is it? Palmot. Electric. There it is. Palmot. So 140 HP. It has a Drud effect, and it hits for 70, but no retreat cost. I actually didn't know this. I'm actually learning this in real time with you guys. No retreat cost for the Palmot, and it basically deals 90 damage if it gets attacked. Right? It deals 90 damage if it gets attacked. I feel like it will definitely get a glow up if it wasn't playable before. I feel like, you might see this, in unranked. You might see this in like non-EX decks. Honestly, like pretty decent. It deals more damage in theory than what's it called? Than Greninja, right? But it only deals damage to the active. The zero retreat is kind of sweet. It has some decent HP. I think it can two-shot a Moltres. That's actually pretty big, yeah. So it can two-shot a Palkia. It can two-shot Articuno. So I'm gonna put this like behind Greninja. I'm gonna put it after Togekiss. It's like surprisingly a good card out of nowhere, and I think Rare Candy is just gonna make it a bit better. Maybe after Victory Bell. I don't know. Low A's, high B's, somewhere around here. Yeah, let's do. I think it's above Garchomp, something like that. It's not as good as Togekiss. It's not as good as Togekiss. Okay, 5 cards left. And the last two are the new EXs. Okay, the new Alakazam. Who read the new Alakazam? Does anybody know what the new Alakazam even does? I didn't. Okay, so 130 HP, Psychic Suppression, 80 damage. Also does 20 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon that has energy attached. So there's a caveat. 1 retreat cost. Honestly, like as a rare candy candidate, it's not bad. It's like guaranteed 80 to the front and maybe 20 to like 1 benched Pokemon, 1 retreat cost, 1 energy. It's pretty decent. It's better than the old Alakazam. Ain't no way you put old Alakazam that low, dude. Old Alakazam needs 3 energy, man. Old Alakazam got power crept by Alolan Raichu. So I don't think old Alakazam is coming back, even with Rare Candy. The new one is actually a better benefitter from Rare Candy than the old one. So we're gonna do like it's decent. I think it's a high C, or maybe a low B. Doesn't a Alolan Raichu need 3? Yes, but it's a stage 1, right? I think C tier. Okay, I agree. High C. I think high C. It's above Florges and Dusknoir and Luxray and stuff. I think it's a high C. Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. It's an EX. That's true. All right. Next up. Okay, we have Machop. The new Machop. All right, we looked at the old Machop EX and we said that like it got power crept by Solgaleo completely. Let's look at the new Machop. All right, here it is. 150 HP, pretty good. 70 damage base, and then 120 if it has like 4 more energy. I don't know, man. It's just like too much energy investment for me. Yeah, it's whatever. Like it's okay. It's like the same. It's like this in the same slot as the new Alakazam, right? Right here, C. Yeah, 70 for 2 is not bad. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same as the new Alakazam. I would put it like right next to it. It's like it's not as like. It doesn't like have any good combos the way Superior. It's not as directly good as like the Sleepy Gengar or any of the other cards here. I think it's a C. All right. Let's see. Next up, guys. Who do we have left? Okay, we have 3 guys. We have 3, okay? We have Tinkaton, Lunala, and Solgaleo. Okay, let's do Tinkaton. The Bell Curler is looking really nice, isn't it? I feel like this is a fair distribution, right? I feel like this is a pretty fair distribution of strength, right? Pretty balanced, right? Okay. What do we? Okay, let's do Tinkaton. Tinkaton, guys. Tinkaton was in Revelry. Okay. All right. Tinkaton. Tinkaton. 3 energy, 170 HP, fire weakness. It gets one shot by the Stoke Boy. Yeah. It's just too much energy, man. Like you're not doing anything with it. Even if you get it 1 turn sooner, you're not doing anything with it. Maybe with Dialga, but like you're building a deck around Tinkaton, like you're gonna lose. Even if you build, like if you play Dialga, you're building around Tinkaton, and if you're building around Tinkaton, you're probably gonna lose. Is my take. So yeah. So let's I think it's like I don't even know. I think it's D. Probably D. Better than Machamp. Better than Machamp. Better than Machamp. It's like D. It's like D. Okay. All right, guys. The final two. The final two. All right. Let's start with Lunala. Okay. I mean, if you guys are regulars on the channel, you kind of had me like you kind of already know my opinion. Guys, I just don't see it, man. I just don't see Lunala. I don't see yeah, I just don't see like I don't see the combo potential. 180 HP is nice. Don't get me wrong. It's like pretty bulky. Dark weakness. Other than Darkrai, there's not many dark attackers, right? So the dark weakness is actually kind of good because there's only Darkrai. The way I didn't see Giratina, I kind of saw Giratina. No, I did see Giratina. I wasn't like convinced. I wasn't convinced, but I definitely said that it wasn't trash. I wasn't as clairvoyant as Roxas was, right? In the last format review, Roxas was way more aware of how good Giratina was gonna be. I was like, yo, it's a good card. It's a basic. It ramps itself. I thought it had limitations and the fact that you need 3 Psychic, and it does, right? Like, getting 3 Psychic on it takes time. Like, if it had 2 Psychic, you know, it would have been much better. But, yeah. Okay, what do you guys think, guys? I like Lunala. I'd be very surprised if they don't have some cards to pair that well with the set. Yeah, maybe there will be some new Psychics, right? But, like, if you just take it for what it is now, with the Psychics that we have now, I want you guys to give me like the best combo because I don't see it. I just don't see it, man. I think Lunala, Giratina plus Mewtwo can work. I mean, I agree. But like, I don't know. I feel like you're giving up a lot of deck slots. You're giving up a lot of deck slots to play Dawn, right? Like this, like you have the Mewtwo Giratina deck already, and it plays Dawn, and Dawn does exactly what it needs to do, right? Are you gonna like give up 4 or potentially 6 slots just to like replace the Dawn with this thing that like transfers all the energy? I don't know, man. I don't know. The one retreat is nice. I think the one retreat is probably one of its best attributes, but like the ability and the damage is just not it for me, man. It's just not it for me. Yeah, it's 6 slots no matter what. Yeah, because you have to play 2 candies. So, yeah. Yeah. Imagine stacking Gear full. Mewtwo only needs 2 energies and you give it 6 and Mewtwo dies. Yeah, it's like, what I've been saying is that its ability is worse than Vaporeon. Right? Its ability, like Vaporeon, you get to choose, and it's like a stage 1. Vaporeon is a stage 1 non-EX. You get to choose how much energy you transfer. You don't have to like full commit. And this thing you have to like full commit. It's an EX. You have to like give up a million slots for it. Cresselia EX, I can see it. You know, you could like put the Cresselia in front. You like add energy to it. You heal it so that the Darkrai pings don't hurt it. And then you swap out the Cresselia for like a Mewtwo. You like send all the energy on Mewtwo. and then you like unload, right? I can maybe see it, but like, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be that strong. There's definitely like combo potential, but I'm not creative enough, or I'm just like not bright enough to like have the foresight of evaluating how good it is. So I think I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in low A. Whoops, sorry, everything crashed. Let me reopen everything. Okay, we're back. No, okay. Oh, thank God we didn't lose our tier list. Okay. Okay, sorry. Let me fix it. Okay. Okay, we're back, guys. We're back. Okay, so where do we put Lunala? I think it's a low A, man. Low A, maybe a B. Maybe a B. Yeah, impossible to rank Lunala. I agree. We just don't know. We don't know what other cards they're going to release. So I'm gonna put it high B, okay? High B. B for maybe, okay? B for maybe, all right? I'm gonna put it high B because I accept that, like, I don't have the forethought, I don't have the creativity to know if it's good or not, all right? B for maybe, all right? Yeah, like this is a 5-head card, okay? It might be a 5-head card, and I'm just not 5-head enough, okay? All right. Next up. Okay. All right. Red candy. Okay, here's the boy. The one everybody's waiting for. The man, the legend. All right, Solgaleo. Yo, this card is looking pretty nice, guys. Looking pretty nice. 180 HP. Very nice. Very bulky. Fire weakness. You know, the fire weakness might hurt it at the end of the line. 2 retreat cost, which is pretty standard for, like, you know, I guess it's not as good as Lunala because it has 2 instead of 1. But I feel like its ability is much more useful, right? Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch it with your active Pokemon. And then its damage, it does 2 for 120. And it does hurt itself, though. It does hurt itself. That's true. Okay. So let's list like why this card is good, okay? So this card is good because it does 120 for 2 damage. It can retreat a Snorlax. It can retreat Origin Form Dialga from the active. It can retreat a Giratina from the active. It can retreat anything from the active, right? And put itself up, right? That's like a super useful ability, right? Like let's say you're running Skarmory, 2 Skarmories, 1 Dialga and 1 Solgaleo. You don't need to like run Leaf anymore. Like you don't need to run Leaf for the Dialga because this thing is the Leaf, right? You play Skarmory, Origin Form Dialga, this thing is the Leaf, right? It pairs up with Snorlax well. There's a bunch of things that it pairs up really well with. The damage is nice. My only gripe with it, my only issue with it is that it can get one shot by it gets like if it gets one shot by the Stoke Charizard plus Red or plus Helmet, and it also gets one shot by Infernape plus Helm or plus Helmet, right? That's my only issue with it. But like those cards are kind of slow, you know, they're kind of bricky. I feel like even if it has fire weakness, I feel like a Skarmory start with Solgaleo in the back can actually like outpace Stoke Charizard plus Infernape, right? It's like much more consistent, right? Playing Skarmories and like a Dialga is going to be much more consistent than like playing Stoke Red with Infernape, even though both of those one-shot this, right? So yeah. Oh yeah, Stoke Charizard can kill you without Red. Yes, because it takes 10 damage. So even without Red, right? Solgaleo with Cape and Blue, maybe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could obviously Cape is like super clutch. So I think it's definitely an S card. I think it's an S card for sure. But I don't know how it's gonna pair up into Stoke Charizard and Infernape. That's my only thing. That's my only thing. It's I agree. I think it's an S. I think it's an S, but like, how is it gonna pair up against Charizard and Infernape? That's my question. That's my question. Solgaleo can go with Adamant. That's true. But like, Adamant is only one turn, right? Adamant is only one turn. So I'm gonna put it S. I don't know if I'm not gonna put it above Stoke Charizard. Maybe I'm tripping. I think it's kind of up. I think it's before Beedrill, but like it's between Beedrill and Meowscarada. Maybe before Meowscarada, but definitely an S. Definitely an S. How often will it occur? We'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Stoke Charizard will have consistency issues, and it doesn't have like Fire doesn't have a Skarmory. Solgaleo has Skarmory, which gives you time to find your cards, but Charizard and Infernape don't have that, right? What about normal Beedrill? We put normal Beedrill in B. We put normal Beedrill in B. It's alright. It's alright, but like you need a the issue with normal Beedrill is that you need an energy sink after, right? Because you're only putting one energy on it. That's perfect. Like the first turn, you're chilling. You deal 70, but then where do you put the energy after that, right? Do you put it into a Celebi? Not really. Celebi gets one shot by everything. Do you put it into a Venusaur? Venusaur is too slow. So once you get the Beedrill, the one energy Beedrill online, what do you do after, right? Kind of like nothing, right? So that's why I put it in B. It's a good card. It's a good card, but I think it's a B. Solgaleo, Snorlax. I see the vision. I see the vision. Would you still play Moltres with Stoke Charizard? No, I would like if I like one thing. Can you make the list bigger? I don't know. Kind of like it's kind of like I don't know. This is kind of the best I can do. Unless you want to see, or maybe I can make the image bigger. Oh, I can like crop it. I can like crop it. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, there you go, guys. Much better, right? Perfect. Yeah. So okay, what are we missing? What are we missing? Would I still play Moltres with Stoke Charizard? No, I don't think so. I think Stoke Charizard doesn't need Moltres. It never needed Moltres. I think we're like what I'm gonna try first with Stoke Charizard is playing Infernape. Infernape with like 2 rare candies and like maybe one stage 1 for both of them. One stage 1 for both of them, maybe 2, depending. Because I don't see like outside of Infernape, I don't see another good card. Like we need another good fire card. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try it with Infernape, and I'm gonna try it with Alolan Marowak. Right? I'm gonna try Charizard with Infernape, and I'm gonna try it with Alolan Marowak. You guys know that card? Alolan Marowak. Like it has the Alolan, Pokemon Pocket. Yeah, with Kiawe. That's right. That's right. It's like you can't see it clearly, right? But like okay. Okay, so yeah, so here's like something that could pair up with the new Stoke Charizard, right? 110 HP, it's a stage 1. It has 3 energy attack, but Kiawe gives it 2 energy, right? I can look it up. Kiawe gives it 2 energy, so that you can attack with it like on turn 2. I mean, after you evolve it. You can't use candy on it because it's not a stage 2. Right? So you have your Alolan Marowak, you have your Kiawe, and then you hit for big damage, right? Flip 2 coins, so it's either 70 or 140, and the burn effect does 20 on the first turn. Yeah. Bit unstable because of the flip coin. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. What is the other Pokemon? I think it's a Turtonator. The other Pokemon is Turtonator. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. He missed out on the 0. That's true. He can deal 0 damage. That's true. It can also deal 0 damage. Yeah, it's true. It can deal 0 damage. You end your turn upon using it? Is that true? Oh, that's true. Take 2 energy. Your turn ends. You can't even attack in the same turn. Never mind, guys. This card is bad. Never mind, man. Never mind. Never mind. We're going to have to see Turtonator. But, like, if you can't attack the same turn you use it, never mind, guys. I take back what I said. We're going back to Stoke Charizard Infernape. Forget Alolan Marowak, man. Forget this shit. Forget it. Pokemon is so racist. Misty should end turn as well. Yeah. I mean, clearly they have favorites, right? It looks cool. That's all. He does look cool. My guy looks pretty jacked up. He looks ready to square up. He looks ready to square up. And this card looks cool. Yeah. I mean this guy is aura farming. It looks really cool. Yeah, Marowak looks really cool. But sadly, I think it's going to be one of those like 1-stars that like you put in your binder but you don't actually play. I was hyped, man. I was hyped for it, but like I forgot the part where your turn ends. What the fuck is that? What is that noise? Dude, it was playable. It was playable with Kiawe, but like now it's not playable anymore. Unfortunate. It's one of those cards you pull 10 times wishing for a 2-star. Yeah, pretty much. Should we just do the since we're on it, let's just do the other leaks while we're at it. Obviously you guys saw the meme, right? Here it comes, guys. We're like how many hours away? We're like 7. We're like 8 hours away. You guys saw the meme already on Reddit, right? Let's do the other cards. Since we're already here, let's just do Celestial Guardians. Let's just go over all the other cards. Guardians, all cards. Let me check if the app updated. Let me check if the app updated, guys. Guys, still no update. Still no update. Lucian is about to lose his mortgage. He bet the mortgage that we're gonna get an update before 7 p.m. Eastern. He's gonna lose his mortgage. If he starts a GoFundMe, guys, you have to gift, okay? You have to support Lucian. Okay, what is it? Celestial. They're trying to avoid. Yeah, they are. They're probably gonna update it at midnight. Can we see all the cards here? No. Okay, here's Cerebi. Okay, we're cool. Okay. All right, we already talked about Solgaleo. We don't need to talk about Solgaleo. Let's do a Alolan Raichu, right? Alolan Raichu. Can I click this? There it is. There's the boy. I like it. I think Alolan Raichu is like he's like the Mew. He's like the Mew of this set, right? Remember when Mew came out in Mythical Island, and Mew countered both Charizard, and it also countered Mewtwo, right? I think this guy is like the Giratina counter. This guy is like the answer to both Giratina, to Stoke Charizard. He kills Giratina, Stoke Charizard. He also kills does he kill Darkrai? 60 plus 90, that's 150. In theory, he kills Darkrai. He kills Darkrai too. He kills Gary. That's right. He's like the he's like the anti-meta card. The only issue is that he's gonna get swept by Solgaleo, right? Solgaleo is gonna sweep this guy. That's the issue, right? This guy attacks into like a helmet. He attacks a Skarmory with a helmet, and then Solgaleo comes in, is like, "What up, little bro?" And then he just sweeps him in one hit, right? That's the issue I find with it. Maybe it's gonna be like a rock paper scissors meta, where you're gonna have like Dialga Dialga. Oh, the cat. The cat also kills it. Yeah. You're going to have Dialga plus Alolan Raichu. And then that's going to be really good against everything except Solgaleo. That's my take on it. That's my take. We're going to have like a rock, paper, scissors meta maybe. Where you have this guy killing the Giratinas and the Stoke Charizards and then the Garys. And then Solgaleo is going to stomp this guy. And then the Charizard and the Garys are going to stomp Solgaleo. Right, and it's just gonna be like a rock paper scissors type thing. Is the tier list done? Yeah. Here's the final take. Final take. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot it. This is the final take. You guys can screenshot this and come laugh at me. Okay. Be my guest. If you want to screenshot this and then come laugh at me after, I'd be more than welcome. You'd be more than welcome. You can just put Raichu with the Solgaleo. That's true. That's true. You can do both. All right. Oh yeah, Beedrill too. Beedrill, yeah. But Beedrill has no, it has fire weakness. You're right. You're right. Beedrill can also crush Raichu, and so can Meowscarada. Meowscarada and Beedrill can crush our boy Raichu. Even though he's looking nice and cute. Even though he's cute, he's looking nice and cute. All right, next up. No ads, please. Lily, guys. Oopsie. Open image in the new tab. Okay, guys. Gooners, come up. Are there any Gooners in the chat? Come up right now. Don't be afraid. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I like the fact that it's like the first immersive trainer. It's like the first immersive trainer. All right. That's nice. It's like a good precedent, right? It sets a good. Isn't she 14? Yeah. We were trying to do Catch a Predator as well. We were trying to pull a Catch a Predator live. Anyways, yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, first immersive trainer. First immersive trainer, that's a good precedent. I think they're gonna milk people. The whales are definitely gonna be whaling, okay? The whales are definitely gonna be whaling with this one. And it does open, yeah, they're opening up the possibility of they're opening up the, oh shoot, my PC is dying. They're opening up the possibility of a gold oak or an immersive oak. Right? So they're opening up that possibility. All right. Okay, let's talk about like the actual card though. Heal 60 damage from one of your stage 2 Pokemon. I mean, that's all right, right? It's like a double PCL. It's like 2 PCLs in one turn. I think it will see play. Like if the potential Stoke Charizard Infernape, like the potential Stoke Charizard Infernape, you could play one Lily. I can see people playing one Lily and like Stoke Charizard plus Infernape. Why not, right? But like outside of like double stage 2 decks, like what are you gonna do with this, right? You can play this in Meowscarada Magnezone. You can play Lily and Meowscarada Magnezone. Because they're both stage 2s, right? And you can heal your Meowscarada and you can heal your Magnezone. So yeah, maybe in like Meowscarada Magnezone, maybe in Stoke Charizard Infernape, Zard stoking with Lily. Ayo. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Oh man, the ads were dying. Okay. Next, okay, we did the Raichu already. We did Rare Candy already. Rotom Dex. What is this card, man? What is this card? Look at the top card of your deck. Look at the top card of your deck. You may then you may shuffle your deck. What is this Temu Pokedex? What is this Temu Pokedex, man? I don't get it. Isn't Pokedex an item too? Like, isn't Pokedex an item too? It's like strictly worse than Pokedex. Am I wrong? Pokedex, it's strictly worse than Pokedex. Like, what is... I don't get it. Anyways, somebody asked, don't call him Timu, he's beautiful. Okay, somebody asked real quick, what's my take on Stoke Charizard? I think it's going to be really good. I think it's probably the most consistent card to play with Rare Candy because it's self-sufficient. It's one of the only cards that is self-sufficient with Rare Candy. So I put it in S. That's my take. I think it's gonna be good with Infernape, but we'll see. Anyways, back to the Rotom, man. It's an option to shuffle or not. You may shuffle your deck. You may shuffle. Oh. Okay. So it's not Timu Pokédex, all right? It's alternate Pokédex. It's a different Pokédex, all right? All right, it's different. Okay, you may. So you get to choose. You get to look. You get to see if you want it or not, and then you get to reshuffle. Okay, that's interesting. It's still bad. Like, it's still a -1. Of course, it's still a -1. But like, yeah, it's still a -1. But yeah. Anyways, like, it's like it's a different. I mean, it's the Polygon effect, right? The Porygon effect. Except you get not only to look, you get a peek, and you also get to choose if you reshuffle or not, right? You get a peek, and then you get to choose if you reshuffle. Okay, next. Okay, we did Lily. Elima. Oh, this Elima is actually a really interesting card. Elima is an interesting card. I like it. I like Elima. I think Elima is niche, but I think it's good for what it does, right? I don't think you want to use Elima on stage 2s ever. Like, ever. Like, you're never gonna want to like get your whole stage 2 line back and discard 3 energy off your Staraptor. Okay, Elima is for like your Snorlax that took damage that you're not gonna attack with. It's for your Arceus that's like in the front, right? Like, let's say you get a Arceus start. Like, in the Arceus decks, you can literally replace, maybe not literally because like you still discard the energy, but you can maybe take out a leaf and put this instead, right? Because it's a different leaf. It's a Timu leaf. If you don't have energy on the Arceus. So exactly, it's versatile. It's a good niche but versatile card. And exactly, it's also full heal. Yeah, but you discard the energy. It's a full heal but at a cost. So I honestly like this card. I think it's like yeah, it's you can get creative with it. It's useful. Yeah. Wouldn't it be good with Farfetch? I think Farfetch just like... The issue with Farfetch, it doesn't have enough HP. So, like, and you also have to discard the energy off the Farfetch. I think it's better with, like, bulky basics. Kanga, maybe, yeah, Kanga. Yeah, for sure. Exactly, yeah. Kanga's good because Kanga has a 3 retreat cost. So you weren't going to leave that guy out, right? Like, if you leave that guy out, he discards the energy anyway. So this one is strictly better than Leaf for Kanga because it heals the Kanga. So yeah, like Kanga, yeah, definitely good with Kanga. It's okay with Arceus. Yeah, it's all right. It's good. I like it. I think it's fun. It's all right. Kanga helmet with a Lima Skarmory helmet into Solgaleo. Yeah. But I mean, to be fair, oh yeah, okay, yeah, to be fair, yeah. I mean, it doesn't, yeah. Sadly, you can use it on like Rayquaza. Yeah, oh, that's true. You can use it on Rayquaza, but you lose all your energy. But maybe you can just like put Rayquaza in front like a wall, and you're doing something else in the back, and then you use this on Rayquaza. That's pretty cool. Anyways, interesting card. I think people are gonna play it. Dude, this guy, man. This guy's like the biggest letdown ever. It's because I didn't read the card, man. This guy's the biggest letdown ever. I was hyped, man. I was hyped, and then people told me to read the card. Fuck me. Alright, so choose one of your Pokemon. Choose one of your Alolan Marowak or Turtonator. Take 2 energy from your energy zone and attach it. Your turn ends. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's true. It's true. We don't know Turtonator. We don't know Turtonator. It's true. We might be surprised. We might be surprised. But like I was hyped for Alolan and Marowak, but the turn end thing is kind of like too much, man. Like you had to be able to attack with it. It's just too much. But we'll see. Maybe Turtonator is gonna pull through. Maybe Turtonator is gonna pull through. Okay, next. Lana. He might be drilling on fire. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, Lana. You can use this card only if you have a Raquanid in play. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active slot. Okay, this is a really interesting card. This is actually, I mean, its strength strictly depends on how good Araquanid is. And if I'm not mistaken, Araquanid is a stage 1, right? It's a stage 1? Or is it a stage 2? We're going to have to look it up on Cerebi, unless somebody has the answer for me. Stage 1, okay. Yeah, so it's like, no, but it's different than Victory Bell. It's different than Victory Bell. Because this one can target EXs, this one can target stage 1s and stage 2s, right? Victory Bell can only target basics, but this one you can select any benched. And like Victory Bell doesn't have a corner effect, right? Victory Bell attacks, but the guy can always like retreat it and evolve it, right? But what if Araquanid has a corner effect, right? What if it has the Arbok or the Houndoom effect? Wouldn't that be crazy, right? It would be a crazy combo. It would be a crazy combo, right? You get to select what you trap, which is pretty crazy. If it has enough damage and if it has enough HP and a corner effect, that'd be absolutely bonkers, right? It would be bonkers. It just needs to be in play, not active, yeah. Oh, it doesn't even have to be in the active. Holy shit, that's actually true. Holy shit, it doesn't have to be in the active. It doesn't even have to be in the active. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Okay. I mean, it still depends. I mean, yeah, that's crazy. You can base this is like an improved Cyrus, right? It's like an improved Cyrus, right? Holy shit. Okay. I mean, you still have to play a Raquanid, but it is an improved Cyrus. I suspect gooning for Kiwa. Yes, it's true. I can't read trainers. I'm actually like, I'm actually blind. It seems that I'm blind. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really read Victory Bell either. I kind of discovered Victory Bell today. But yeah. No, this is crazy. This is kind of crazy, man. What water do you Pokemon you want to play with a Raquanid? What's like a strong water attacker? Like maybe Gyarados. Gyarados is a bit slow though, right? Maybe like Araquanid, maybe Grass, but isn't she a water trainer? She's a water trainer though, right? Starmie, yeah, Starmie Articuno, maybe Floatzel, Palkia, yeah. Blastoise Rare Candy, actually. Yeah, I think honestly, I think this is probably going to be like one of the cards that people are going to be most creative with. People are going to be most creative with this one. Yeah, I like it. I think it's going to make a lot of people cry actually. If people complain about Cyrus when Cyrus came out, people are definitely going to complain about this one. You're going to see Reddit threads of like how this card ruined the game. You're going to see Reddit cred. What's I'm not gonna nice try, Citri. Nice try. Alright, next up. Alright, next up. I mean, I think this one we just don't know, right? This one we just don't know, man. Do we choose the Pokemon to switch in? Yes, you choose whatever Pokemon you want. if Araquanid doesn't have enough HP, well, that's what I thought too. But like Araquanid can be on the bench. It doesn't have to be in the active. Araquanid can be on the bench. You can have an Articuno or a Starmie pounding his active, and Araquanid is on the bench, and you use Lana, and then you just like kill whatever you want. So Araquanid could just be like a bench warmer. Araquanid can be a bench warmer. The next set, like, yeah. Araquanid is a stage 1. It's a stage 1. It's like Vaporeon. It's like Vaporeon. It's a bulky mon and go in TCG, which might make it even better. I'm curious to see, man. Man, why don't we have the leaks? Why don't we have the leaks, man? I'm actually super curious to see what Araquanid does. Anyways, we'll see tomorrow, guys. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow during. Okay, Mallow. In 29 minutes, dude, go. You're tripping, man. They're not gonna release it before like 1 or 2 a.m. If they didn't release the update now, if they didn't release the update by now, they're gonna drop it at like midnight or 1 a.m. They're gonna do it the same way they did it with Mythical Island. Mythical Island, they dropped it at like midnight. So that's my guess. They don't want us to peak. They don't want to give us a peak. All right. Next up, Mallow. Heal all damage from one of your Shinotic or Serena. If you do, discard all energy. What? Discard all energy? Really? Do we already have a Shinotic? Do we already have a Shinotic? Oh. I feel like we already have one, right? Shinotic. Okay, we already have one. 90? Dude, why would you ever want to like heal all damage from this thing, dude? It has 90 HP. It doesn't do, dude, like you're gonna heal less than Erica and then it's gonna die. And then you're gonna discard all your energy. What the hell? What the hell? Yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna have to wait for the new one. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what the new one looks like. But like the old one is kind of cheeks, man. It's kind of cheeks, yeah. So let's see. I mean, it also says Shinotic. It doesn't say Shinotic EX, right? So it's not gonna be an EX card, and Serena is not gonna be an EX card either, right? So I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, we don't know yet. We don't know. Okay. We don't know what it's gonna do. Okay, next up. Sophocles. Is this guy, is he an electric trainer? Is Sophocles an electric trainer in the game? He's an electric trainer, right? What does it say? We can't read. Attacks used by your Alolan whatever or Toji Dimaru do plus 30 damage. Okay, so he's a Blaine. He's just a Blaine. He's electric Blaine. Yeah, okay. Alright. I mean, yeah, that's cool. Alolan Golem, is that guy electric? Vikavolt? Yeah, probably Vikavolt. Alolan Golem. What does Alolan Golem look like? Guys, I haven't played any gen after Gen 4, okay? So you gotta be patient with me. You gotta be patient. Okay, this guy looks bricked up, man. He looks bricked up. Look at his stash. Holy shit. He's bricked. So why not play the games and the season break? I probably should have done that, yeah. Probably should have started playing the games. Will Brock work with his Golem? I don't think so. It's gonna have a different name. Because like Alolan Raichu has a different name than Raichu, right? It's yeah. So I don't think Brock is gonna work. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. Next up. Acerola. Not Aureola, Acerola. Choose one of your Polisand or Mimikyu that has damage on it and move 40 of its damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. I mean, we don't know. We don't know, right? Guys, I said not. Come on, man. I said not. I said not. Get it together. I said not. All right. I mean, we don't know. We don't know, right? Yeah, we don't know what it does. We don't know. Move 40 of its damage? Yeah. Okay. Your opponent. It's kind of cool though, right? It's kind of cool. Like it's like it's the first effect of its kind that transfer damage from one Pokemon to an opponent Pokemon. Yeah, it's actually really cool. It's actually a really cool design. This is the first time. This is the first time that we see something like this in the game. You could never like you could transfer damage with like Dusk Noir, right? You could transfer damage with Dusk Noir, but this is the first time that you can you can try to. This is the first time you can transfer damage to an opponent Pokemon. All right, really cool, really cool. I think I'm excited, man. Dude, there's so many good cards. There's so many Pokemon that like could be really good with their trainers, but they really like teased us. They teased us by giving us the trainers, but not giving us the full leak, man. They want to keep us on edge. They're edging us. All right, next up. Next up. Let's see. Open image in a new tab. That's right. Okay. I mean, do we even have to do these ones? Do we even have to do these ones? It doesn't say Mimikyu. Okay, yeah, it's not an EX. It's not an EX. I want this GI EX. Yeah, hopefully they give us. Hopefully, they should give us Incineroar EX because Incineroar is like kind of big, right, in the anime. Hopefully they stop like giving the grass and the water stage 2s, like the starter stage 2s. I hope they stop like, you know, shafting the water and the grass stage 2s, right? Yeah, because they deserve it, man. They're cool stage 2s. Like they need to give them EXs. Meta Breaker, the Rowlet Meta Breaker. Yo, this ad is like annoying. Okay, we have the kitty. The kitty's kind of nice, right? The kitty's kind of nice. It does 30 damage, but you don't discard energy. This is a really nice kitty. It's a really nice kitty. All right, water gun, skill dive. We're not gonna. Should we do the Pop Leo? It's like standard stuff. It's whatever. The Rowlet. It kind of feels like a worse. It feels like a worse. You know, the basic for a Wug Trio, right? At least you get to select. But like 10. What are you doing with 10 damage, man? What are you doing with 10 damage, really? Come on, man. Come on. I guess it's a stage 1 for a stage 2 line. So at least there's that. Kitty is kind of better than Monkey because it has more HP and can one-shot eggs. Yeah, Kitty is really good. Kitty is really good. It one-shots eggs. It one-shots Weedles. Guys, the Kitty one-shots Weedles in a Beedrill meta. This thing is gonna eat the Weedles up. All right, exactly. It kills the Magikarps. It kills the Weedles. Right? Yeah. What about the what's the Solgaleo basic called? What's it called? Like the basic of Solgaleo? That it's like a shared line with Lunala, right? What if that thing is steel and has what if it's steel? Cosmog, yeah. What if it's steel and has fire weakness? But I don't think so. Because Lunala is psychic. I think Cosmog might be just like colorless. Right? In the anime or in the games, it's psychic. Okay, yeah. I hope Incineroar doesn't hit itself. Yeah, maybe, hopefully. Geo plus Litten kills Sprigatito. That's true. It does kill Sprigatito. It would be psychic. Okay. I dig it. Okay. Next up. We get another one, but it's just 60-20. We get another version of the Poplio 2, which is Sing. Cat fights incoming. Yeah, we have Sing. We have Sing. So it's the sleepy effect. This is honestly, sleep is really good. Like sleep on a basic is probably like one of the best things you can get, right? Especially if you're dealing with a basic EX, right? If you're dealing with a basic EX in front, sleep is probably one of the best things to get. Like, I mean, Giratina can still load energy through sleep, which is kind of stupid, right? Giratina can load energy through sleep. That's pretty stupid, but still. Psyduck Silence? Shit, that's true. That's true. All right, next up. Ooh, we actually get an Alolan Meowth. So that means we're gonna get a Alolan Persian. Maybe, guys. Maybe Alolan Persian is gonna be the first dark attacker. The first dark attacker that has like decent damage. Right? You remember when we were talking about the Crobat decks and we were like, okay, but Crobat has like no lead. It has Arceus, but it has no lead. Somebody said, I forgot who it was, but somebody said Alolan Persian. Maybe, guys, maybe. It does have the standard stats, so maybe Alolan Persian is the new is gonna be the new lead for the dark decks instead of Darkrai or whatever. All right, next up, Omega Cope. This is 100% filler. I mean, Meowth is a filler, but we don't know about Persian yet, man. We don't know about Persian. Next up. Call Forth. Oh, this is probably the cutest card. If I had to guess what card gets a full art, I think Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix should get a full art. It's really cute. Call Forth Cold. Okay, so it ramps 1 energy. It ramps 1 energy. It has steel weakness though. It's gonna get one shot by Skarmory. I feel like everything that has steel weakness is gonna get bonked this meta. Steel weakness is finally gonna be useful. At long last, steel weakness is gonna be useful. Yeah, all the ice cards are gonna get bonked if they have steel weakness. All right, next up. No leaks yet? Sadly, no, man. Sadly, no. Okay, new, what's this one? Oricorio, Dazzle Dance. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Well, I mean, this is pretty funny. Dazzle Dance. You're confused because it's dancing in front of you. That's pretty funny. This looks like filler. This looks like, yeah, it looks like filler, man. It looks like we're not gonna talk about it. This is just filler. What about this one? Is this the evolution? No, there's 2. It's a different version. This one, I think this one's better. Yeah, Oricorio. I like the dance you did before the reading the card. Thank you. Oricorio, Spiteful Dance. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn, do 60 more damage. 60 more damage for 1 energy? 80 psychic damage revenge for one energy? Dude, this is better than Marshadow. This is much better than Marshadow. Holy shit, like you get to attack with it. You get to attack with it if you start with it. And you deal only 20 less damage for 1 energy. Dude, this is kind of good. They're really trying to push. It doesn't benefit from Lucario. That's true. They're really trying to push Aggro Psychic. I don't know if you noticed, but they're actually really trying to push Aggro Psychic. Right? They gave us the sleep. They gave us Mismagius. They gave us Sleep Gengar. They gave us Togekiss. They're really trying to push Aggro Psychic. Yeah. Does Psychic have the tools to take advantage of it though? I don't think so. But they're trying. I feel like they're trying. They're trying to make Psychic an aggro type. So yeah. But it's a cool tech card. It's a cool tech card in Psychic. It would be better if it was colorless. Yeah, Psychic is a heavy X type. It is. If it was colorless, it would have been bonkers. If it was colorless, it would have been bonkers. But anyways, that's it. So we're gonna give it 1 week, and then we're gonna revisit the list next Tuesday, and then we're gonna see if we were right or we were completely off. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. We can revisit it twice. Yeah, we can revisit it in 1 week, and then we can do it again, like maybe like further down, like in a month or something.